What's up team, it's Andy Wang from Clarico, and in this Structures Explained video, we'll be covering the sole trader business structure. I'll be breaking this video down into a few different parts. Firstly, we'll be covering what is a sole trader. Secondly, we'll be covering the benefits of being a sole trader. Then we'll cover the disadvantages. And finally, to tie it all up nicely, who should consider the sole trader business structure? Before we do get into the good stuff though, I do want to stress the information we cover in this video is just to help you, the business owner, understand the sole trader business structure better. We do recommend checking in with your accountant before locking in a decision on how to structure a business because it kind of is a big deal. On that note, let's get into it. First things first, what is a sole trader? A sole trader is what we call a business owner who runs the business in their own name. As a sole trader, you and your business are one. Essentially, you are the business. This means that everything the business owns and the money that the business makes is yours, which is pretty good, right? On the flip side though, it also means the debts of the business are your debts too. So what are the benefits of being a sole trader? First and foremost, simplicity. Because you are the business, all you need to do is register an Australian business number, or ABN, in your own name and you're ready to go. Secondly, it's cheap. A sole trader business structure is also cheap to set up and run. An ABN is free to get. There aren't many complex rules and regulations around running a business as a sole trader either. So this makes things like admin and accounting costs cheaper too. And as far as benefits go, that's probably where it ends, and we move on to the downsides. The biggest downsides of a sole trader business structure is risk. As a sole trader, there is no asset protection. This means valuable things you own, which are called assets, are not protected. This is because you and the business are one. This means if the business gets into legal trouble, you get into legal trouble. And if you get into legal trouble, that means those assets, the valuable things that you own in your name, are at risk. And we're talking about things like, your house, your car, your pet dog's probably fine, but everything else could be at risk. Secondly, tax. Sole traders pay tax at the same rates that individuals do, like employees. The tax rates that individuals pay depends on the income bracket that you are in. This means the more you earn, the higher your tax rate goes. Now, that's not necessarily always a bad thing. Like if you're just starting off a business and your income is low, then you won't be paying much tax. But as the business becomes more profitable, you're going to pay more tax than some of the other types of business structures as it starts earning more money. You're also taxed on all of your income as a sole trader, regardless of whether you decide to leave it in the business bank account or not. So let's run through an example. Imagine you're a business owner as a sole trader and you make $120,000 and you decide to leave $30,000 in the business bank account. Unfortunately, you're still going to pay tax on that $120,000 at your individual tax rates, even though you left money in the bank account. Ouch, right? And the final downside is ownership. If you have any intention to potentially have other people involved as investors or co-owners in your business, that's not going to happen. As a sole trader, there's nothing that you can really give them to symbolize ownership in your business. Remember, you are the business. You can't really lop off an arm and give it to someone and say, here you go. Here's a symbol of your investment in my business. I mean, you kind of could, it just won't be recognized legally, and that'll kind of suck. With that all being said then, who should consider using a sole trader business structure? Well, if you're someone whose business relies solely on you, on delivering the services or products, you don't plan on expanding your business or hiring too many employees, your business doesn't rely on you having lots of expensive equipment, and you kind of want to keep the business relatively small, and you just want it to make you a good living without the complications, then the sole trader business structure may be for you, and I recommend checking it out. On the other hand though, if that doesn't sound like you, then check out our other videos in the Structures Explained series to see what other structure is right for you. I hope this has been helpful, and as always, if there's any questions you have about business or accounting, please pop it into the comments below or reach out. Until next time, peace.